With just 2 months left in the 2025-26 season, Arsenal find themselves in one of the most remarkable positions in modern football, still competing for all 4 major trophies. The Premier League, UEFA Champions League, FA Cup, and Carabao Cup remain within reach, fueling dreams of a historic quadruple. Yet, while the narrative is intoxicating, the probabilities tell a more grounded and fascinating story. Recent data from betting markets and supercomputer models paints a clear picture of Arsenal's chances across each competition. The Gunners are overwhelming favourites in the Premier League, with probability estimates hovering around 90% as they sit comfortably at the top of the table. This dominant position reflects both consistency and control. Arsenal have built a cushion that allows for minor slip-ups without surrendering their advantage. Compared to previous seasons where they faltered late, this campaign shows a team that has learned how to close. In the Carabao Cup, Arsenal's chances are also strong but far from guaranteed. Heading into the final against Manchester City, their probability is estimated at around 56 to 58%. A final is, by nature, unpredictable. One game, one moment, one mistake can decide everything. Still, Arsenal's recent record against City and their squad depth give them a slight edge. This competition represents their most immediate opportunity for silverware, with the final scheduled for March 22nd at Wembley. The FA Cup presents a more balanced challenge. Arsenal's probability of lifting the trophy sits around 22 to 38%, depending on the model used. While their path has been relatively kind so far, the latter stages will likely bring tougher opposition. Knockout football is inherently volatile, and even dominant teams can be undone by a single poor performance. Nevertheless, Arsenal's pedigree in this competition, they are record winners, adds weight to their chances. The UEFA Champions League remains the most difficult prize to secure. Estimates place Arsenal's chances at roughly 22 to 29%, reflecting both their quality and the strength of the remaining field. European competition demands not just excellence, but endurance and tactical adaptability against elite opposition. Arsenal's favourable draw has helped, but the latter rounds will test their credentials against Europe's most experienced sides. When these individual probabilities are combined, the reality of the quadruple becomes clearer. Despite strong chances in each competition, the likelihood of winning all 4 is dramatically lower. Current estimates suggest Arsenal have roughly a 5.6% chance of completing the quadruple, an increase from earlier projections of around 3 to 4%, but still a long shot. This is the mathematical reality of accumulation. Even high probabilities shrink when multiplied together. Betting markets reinforce this perspective. Odds for Arsenal winning the quadruple currently sit around 14-1, highlighting both belief in their quality and recognition of the immense difficulty involved. Historically, no English club has achieved a true quadruple of these 4 major trophies, underlining just how extraordinary such an accomplishment would be. What makes Arsenal's situation unique is not just the numbers, but the context. They are leading the league, competing deep into Europe, and have reached a domestic cup final, all while maintaining form and fitness across a demanding schedule. Momentum is clearly on their side, and belief within the squad is growing. As recent reports indicate, the team is unbeaten in a long stretch and playing with confidence and cohesion. However, the final stretch of the season will test their depth and mental resilience. Fixture congestion, injuries, and the psychological pressure of expectation could all play decisive roles. The difference between winning 2 trophies and winning 4 often lies in the smallest margins, rotation decisions, refereeing calls, or moments of individual brilliance. Ultimately, Arsenal's 5.6% quadruple probability should not be seen as discouraging, but rather as a reflection of how difficult greatness truly is. Even the best teams rarely sweep every competition they enter. Yet, the fact that Arsenal are even in this conversation with 2 months to go speaks volumes about their evolution under Mikel Arteta. Whether they finish with 1 trophy or 4, this season is already shaping up as one of the most significant in the club's modern history. The dream of the quadruple may be statistically slim, but it is no longer impossible, and that alone makes this Arsenal side must-watch until the very end.